Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be the show. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So what is a show? A show is something that perhaps you put on when you are watching Netflix, or it is an event you attend, which is a show. Example, a performance, Broadway, something like that, a play, something to entertain you. That's what the show is, or a show is. And a show is meant, just like I mentioned, to entertain. It is not meant to be a part of your life. Yet in the narcissistic relationship, the show is what you were a part of. You were a part of a false sense of reality, which was the narcissistic relationship. Now, did you experience the relationship? Of course you did. You thought it was an authentic and genuine relationship, and on your part, it was. But to the narcissist, this was all a show. I know it's tough love, but I need you to understand that when you are in a narcissistic relationship, everything is for show, and you are part of the show, meaning you're just an extra. You may have been married to the narcissist. Maybe it's your sibling. Maybe it's your mom or dad, neighbor. Maybe it's a business associate, whoever it is. You are just a cast in the performance or the show of the narcissist. Now, I am not downplaying you at all, or myself. I'm just saying that in the relationship that you were in with the narcissist, you thought it was a reciprocal, beneficial relationship for you and the other individual, who turned out to be a narcissist, or certainly a toxic individual. And what happened? That individual manipulated you, and they kept stringing you along with breadcrumbs of hope, of future faking. And they kept on portraying themselves to be one person when in fact they're somebody totally different. In other words, they were maintaining the show. Now, in Hollywood, there's an expression, or in old vaudeville days, the show must go on, things like that. I get it. I understand. I used to consume videos and things like that, and not videos, sorry, movies and things. I don't anymore. That's up to me. If you guys do it, God bless you, it's great. But the point is, when you're part of a show and you don't know you're part of a show, it's not good. It's not healthy. It means that you were doing your best, working on that hamster wheel, working for the narcissist, or for the relationship, or the business, or the friendship, or the romantic interest, whatever you were doing. But it was all for nothing, because you were giving everything to a fault. Perhaps you were a people pleaser, a yes person. Perhaps you didn't have boundaries or couldn't say the magic word no. And I get all these things. The thing is you were not in a healthy relationship. You were part of the show. Keep in mind again, if you were discarded or the relationship ended, how did it end? It ended with a thud, a crash, a bang. It ended abruptly, didn't it? Exactly. And when it did, it was because the show must go on. In other words, they had found your replacement, and they had found a new show to travel to. It's exactly what they do. They jump from person to person, relationship to relationship, business to business, blowing up everything in their wake. And that wake is a wake of destruction, of manipulation, of loss, of devastation. It's what it is. And I'm not highlighting it, trying to trigger you. I'm just letting you know that any narcissistic relationship, all it is a show. Think about it. When the narcissist, how can they be one person to the general public and somebody completely different behind closed doors? It's because it's a show. That's why they just change at the drop of a hat. That's why they're chameleon-esque. That's exactly why they never cared about you. That's why they didn't love you. That's why they never had your best interest at heart, because to them, it was all a show. And as I mentioned, the show must go on for the narcissist until they get discovered, or until people wise up, or until they discard an individual, and then they just jump from person to person, town to town, place to place, business to business, looking for unsuspecting individuals to be part of their show. Now, I am mentioning this too because you need to understand that in entertainment, a show is just that. It's meant to be entertained. But in real life, your life shouldn't be a show. Your life should be beautiful and genuine and authentic, and it should be something you're proud of and something that you're striving for to improve and to benefit and to grow. Most importantly, people in your life, they shouldn't be part of a show. They should be part of you. And people around you that you insulate and surround yourself with, they should be people that love you and care about you and are kind to you. And yeah, of course, you're going to have speed bumps along the way. That's healthy. That's called growth. But the point is the people you surround yourself with, they shouldn't be part of a show. It shouldn't be like, look at how many likes I have on this social media platform, or look at my new clothes, or look at my new car, whatever it is. That's all for show. That's all smoke and mirrors. That's all, again, one person portraying themselves to be somebody that they're not. And the narcissist, when you were in the relationship with them, it was nothing but a show. Now, you didn't know that at the time, because if you did, I am certain you wouldn't have partaken in the relationship. In other words, you wouldn't have gone into business with that person, or married that person, or struck up a friendship, because remember, the narcissist wears a mask. And what is a mask? It's part of the show. Think about it. That's exactly what they do. So that's why when you're watching movies, let's say Netflix or whatever, you go to the movie theater, whatever you do, and you're being entertained, that's what you are doing for a period of time, probably an hour or two, whatever you do. And you are doing that to watch a show and to be entertained and to just kind of decompress for a period of time. That's what people do. But the narcissist, that's what they do every single minute of their lives. It's all a show. Everything is about getting one over on the next person. Everything is about manipulation. Everything is about not caring about anyone but themselves. Everything is about not introspecting or being accountable for the narcissist. Everything is about me, and taking. And when they're done, what do? They take more. That is exactly what it is. It's all part of a show. And keep in mind, if you were discarded recently, my heart goes out to you, by the way, or if the relationship ended recently, you have a mountain of work in front of you, and you will do it with your due diligence, your commitment, your strength, your dedication, devotion, and resilience. You will get through this. You will. It will be a battle. But in time, in your time, you will heal. That's my hope. But having said that, if you're ruminating or thinking or missing the narcissist, just really understand what you're missing. You're not missing anything. Are you missing more abuse? Are you missing being part of the show? Are you missing giving to a fault? Are you missing your resources being depleted from you? What are you really missing? Now, I understand maybe you're still in the trauma bond. I get it. That is a hard thing to break. You will do so. It will take time and commitment, but you will do so, because so many people on the channel and around the globe have done just that. But the point is, you need to understand that your relationship was nothing but smoke and mirrors. The narcissist didn't fall in love with you. They didn't care about you. They just cared about what you provided for them, which was your resources. It's what you supplied for them. And keep in mind, again, like I mentioned frequently on the channel, if the relationship ended abruptly, which I'm certain it did, what did they do? They already had your replacement in line. Think about it. It's part of the show. And the way the narcissist looks at things, everything is a show. Every single thing. Because they want to be number one. They want to be the best. They want to crush people. They believe that they are superior to you, and in fact, you are inferior to them. They've always had a disdain for you. They've always not liked you. You see, the narcissist saw in you many times what you could not even see in yourself, which is your beauty, your abundance, your empathy, your love, your kindness, your resilience, your personality, everything about you. And they wanted to extinguish that. Why? Because it would make them feel better, and it would allow them to let the show go on. That is exactly why, again, I mention this so often, that the narcissist just jumps from person to person, relationship to relationship. They don't have stability. They don't have long-term friends. They devour people. They chew them up and spit them out. That's what they do. They are a wrecking machine, a wrecking ball of life. So why I'm mentioning this, the show, it's because you shouldn't be a part of a show ever. Now, if you're an actor, fine. You're part of the show, I get it. But if you're a consumer and you're watching a movie, or if you're watching a play or something that is entertainment, you are a viewer or a receiver of the show. In other words, it's entertainment for you. You shouldn't be an unwilling participant in the show, which is what everybody is when they're in a narcissistic relationship. You see, you're in something that you don't even know what you're in, which is the show. And it's not until that final curtain draws down that perhaps you were discarded or you ended it yourself, that the show ends for you. And that's when you can begin to heal. That's when you get your first light bulb moment and you begin your journey on the healing path. Remember, the healing path is not linear. We are all on the healing path, headed in the same direction, just taking different footsteps. But my hope is in time, in your time, you will heal. And you will if you put your focus on yourself and remove it from the narcissist and the narcissistic relationship. Again, a show is for entertainment. That's what it's for. It's not meant to have you be an unwilling participant in something called the show. This is your life. It is your life. It is not a life that an individual should be able to manipulate and have you doubting yourself or not believing in yourself, certainly not being there for you. But yet that's what the narcissist does, right? It's exactly what they do. Remember, the narcissist does not have your best interest at heart. They never have, they never will. How many times has the narcissist apologized to you? How many times has the narcissist said they were wrong? How many times has the narcissist actually kept their word? How many times has the narcissist been there when you needed them most? Get my point? No. It's all part of the show. That's what it is. And you no longer are part of the show. At least that's my hope. So guys, I'm going to close the video out. That's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it. From beautiful Costa Rica, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that you were part of the show for a period of time. My hope is no longer you are part of the show, that you are part of living your best life, because life is to be enjoyed and life is to be shared with people that love you and care about you and want to have the best things for you. Life isn't about being part of a show. It's not it's not living the narcissist's life and being an extra in their little pea-brain Hollywood movie. It's not, but that's what they think. And they think everybody is an extra. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. The truth of the matter is, remove yourself from the show. The curtain has dropped. Move forward, live your best life. Don't look back. Go no contact, block, delete all flying monkeys and the narcissist and people associated with them, and begin your journey on the healing path. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, I love you. Have a great afternoon. You are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. You are stronger than you know. Remove yourself from the show. If not now, when? God bless you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Good night. Bye. I love you guys. Bye.